What's up guys, Boogie back again. Welcome back to the channel. Guys, I have so many videos we're going to be going through. As you can see, the first video is a man who married three different women in three different states. Now he's going to jail. I think he's going to jail because finally he was able to be caught. And then apparently even when he went to court, he had already got a new girlfriend. For me, I believe there's so many lessons in this story because it goes to show you that if a man is wanted by women, other women don't care. Because even when the new girlfriend knew that he had three women already and he probably going to go to jail for that, he was able to get a new woman. Yet the average man who can't get even one single woman, I mean, it's tough out here. So don't forget guys, all the links to all the videos I go through will be in the description. Don't forget to subscribe. Road to 10,000 subscribers. And then I want to thank you guys for your support and for the comment. I see all the love, I see the support. But without further ado, let's get into it. Man. Just take a seat, get a drink. All right, the show is about to get started. All right, let's go.
But first, our I-Team has an update on a story we broke earlier this year. Good evening and welcome to ABC Action News at 6. I'm Wendy Ryan.
I'm Paul Agrone. A Florida man was thrown in jail after his wife discovered that he was married to two other women at the same time. He was back in court yesterday for his sentencing hearing after pleading guilty to bigamy, which is a felony.
And new tonight, I-Team investigator Adam Walser is following through with the latest developments in this strange case, and it was shared all across social media.
Henry Betsey Jr. pleaded guilty to a single felony count of bigamy back in May. But after he entered that plea deal, he was arrested in another state, leading the judge to revoke his bond. When we last saw Henry Betsey Jr. in court, he was dressed in a sports shirt and blazer with his new girlfriend beside him.
Yeah, Henry, we want to get your side of all this. What can you tell us?
Well, unfortunately, I'm unable to talk at this moment.
Did you guys catch that? he was caught from getting married to marrying three women in three different states or three different counties. Okay, same state, Florida, but three different counties, right? But when he went to court for that offense, he went with a new girlfriend. Yet the average man cannot even get one single woman. And this man, because I believe the reason he got a new girlfriend, because women love a man who can get other women. Because I can guarantee you, even if he goes to jail, he's gonna be these are the types of guys who go to jail and women constantly send them love letters. Yet they have some men in their inbox that they live on scene they cannot even respond to. So you're telling me a man who's probably gonna go to jail for marrying three different women has a new girlfriend? So that's 4 women. Oh my god, this is crazy. And this is when women keep complaining about the same type of man, because they claim men are dogs, men are cheaters, but they want the same kind of man. Like, this new girlfriend could have given another man a chance. I can guarantee you the new girlfriend has so many guys chasing her down, but she refused those guys to go with a guy who's probably going to go to jail for marrying 3 different women.
But when he arrived for his sentencing hearing Thursday, he was wearing handcuffs and an orange Hernando County jail uniform. His bond revoked by the judge because he was arrested for assault and battery of a family or household member. The alleged assault took place in Virginia, where he and his girlfriend had traveled to attend a wedding.
Inappropriate.
Thursday's hearing was all about the felony bigamy charge we first told you about in May. 3 Florida women from 3 different Florida counties all met Henry Betsey Jr. on dating websites and married him at county courthouses during a 2-year period. Only one of his wives was willing to appear on camera.
I met him on Match.com.
He said all the right things.
He sold the perfect person when in reality he was none of those things.
Betsey didn't get divorces or annulments before marrying again. Last year, Tanya Betsey learned Henry was married to Michelle and Brandy Betsey.
I just started county by county putting his name in, and that's when I came up with the marriage to Michelle and the marriage to Brandy.
She found me and she messaged me, and I had no idea that she was actually still married to him.
I mean, because sometimes black women like to say that nobody wants black men, but you have a black man married to three different white women, and he has a fourth woman as his girlfriend, even if she knows he lied to three other different women. And honestly, I believe the reason he was caught was because, it's fraud. Because you're lying to the state. Because remember, guys, once you're married, you have to file papers, whether it's at work, whether it's for taxes. You have to file whether you're single or married. So eventually, he was gonna get caught when time comes for filing taxes, or if his wives were to file taxes and they all put his name as married to him, that's fraud. So personally, I don't believe he's gonna go to jail for having three women, because if they were just dating, that wouldn't be an issue. But I think the issue comes into the fact that the government doesn't want to have, because remember, when you're married, you get tax benefits and things like that. And on documents, wherever you write, you have to write you're married, and sometimes they ask you who you're married to. So I think that's the main issue. But can you imagine a black man married to three different white women, and he has a fourth girlfriend? And guys, yeah, out here struggling. Damn.
Wives all blame the state of Florida for not cross-referencing marriage licenses between counties.
Because if there were safeguards in place and there was cross-referencing on different counties here in the state of Florida, none of this would have ever happened.
If the counties did talk, that would have saved me a lot of heartache, a lot of money, a lot of stress.
At Thursday's sentencing, Michelle Betsey addressed the judge.
And I am unfortunately still the wife of the defendant. I am not here today just as a woman who was betrayed by someone I once trusted, but also speaking on behalf of the other women involved. What he did was not a mistake, it was a deliberate choice, and choices have consequences.
Henry also spoke.
First and foremost, I want to apologize to the ladies for it, and I want to apologize to the court administration and also to my family and friends that have to be involved in this, because ultimately this is something that, I did not wish on anyone.
Because Henry had no prior criminal convictions and his case in Virginia has not been resolved, the judge said he was limited under the law in what sentence he could impose.
Adjudicated guilty of the bigamy offense, which is going to make him a convicted felon. I'm going to sentence him to 2 years of probation with 8 days credit for time served. He'll undergo a mental health evaluation. He'll complete a certified battery intervention program.
Deputies collected Henry's fingerprints and a DNA sample as part of the protocol following his felony conviction. Betsey's former wives and their family and friends said they had hoped he would see jail time, but were glad.
Yeah, I mean, for me, that's fair. There is no need for jail. It's just maybe fraud in terms of lying to the state that, hey, listen, I'm married to this person. Because like I told you guys, it's more about the fact that when you sign documents, it's not part of the law that you're supposed to marry three different people, because you're supposed to be married to one person, so that in terms of tax benefits and things like that. But to go to jail because you have three women, I don't think that's the offense. The offense is probably lying to the state. So there would have to be a new law where the benefits of marriage can be extended to different people who are married at the same time. So for me, 2 years probation, I think that's reasonable. But I can guarantee you the fact that this has made the headlines in the media, more women are actually going to want this guy, because more women are going to be thinking, what's so special about this guy that all women want him? What's so special about this guy that he can convince three women to get married to him? That's the point that I'm trying to show you guys here. Because the average guy is struggling, and you have a black man. Well, he's tall, first of all. So, because look at this, the shirt, the cop here, and this lady here. Look at him. He's tall. He's like probably 6 feet, right? So, I see why women may be drawn to him. But the fact that all the women are drawn to him, and he has a fourth white woman as a girlfriend. Trust me, more women are going to be trying to get with him. I can guarantee you. And they're probably all spending money on him. This is what I think.
Had to put a difficult chapter behind them.
And while it was not jail sentence, the fact that he is now a convicted felon, that speaks mountains. And I feel like that is vindication on our part.
Is that the first time you've heard him say, I'm sorry?
Absolutely. And I'm sure that it was only said because it was recommended by his attorney to say. Do I think that he has any remorse? Absolutely not.
So why
Michelle
did you
says
marry him?
she's now talking to state legislators, hoping they'll introduce a law calling for some type of statewide marriage license database.
We can take this to the next level, that we all here in the state of Florida can learn from this, and that we can put up safeguards so that this doesn't happen to other women.
In addition to that probation, the judge ordered Betsey to stay off of social media and dating websites, and he also ordered him not to have any contact with his 3 former wives. I'm I-Team investigator Adam Walser with photojournalist Matt McGlashan taking action for you.
Yeah, I believe he's gonna have more women coming after him. I don't think he's gonna leave dating apps, but I can guarantee you, whether it's his Instagram, his Facebook, more women are gonna be drawn to him, because there's something about women wanting a man that other women want. I don't know how God did that, but I think it's more a case of they see something in, if other women see something in you, other women are gonna want you. It's just like when a man is single, when you're single, it seems like nobody wants you, but as soon as you get into a relationship with a woman, then for some reason all the women who friend zoned you are jealous. They're saying, hey, big head. They're texting you. You know, when you're walking down the street and you're single, no women look at you. But as soon as you're in a relationship and you're walking down with a woman, or if they know you're in a relationship, now they're giving you the eyes. It's just crazy how it works. It's just crazy, the science behind that, you know. But I think they just see value in you. So I can guarantee you, this guy, I wouldn't be surprised. Obviously now he's a felon, but I wouldn't be surprised if it comes out that he has like 10 girlfriends. Because even the fact that, you know, he went to court and jail, I think for a couple of days, 8 days, he was able to get a new girlfriend that quick. I can guarantee you, now that this is major headline in the news, he's going to get more women. But what do you guys think about that? Man, black men are out here winning. And I can guarantee you, black women are not going to like this. All right, next. We're going to go all the way to Desirable Truth. I just recently reacted to one of his videos, but I like his street interviews because it goes to show, it gives us insight into the mindsets of dating and women out here. What do you guys think? Let's go.
Men in Chicago.
They're broke.
They're broke.
They're broke.
Why is men having money and being rich important to you?
Like, I'm working towards a certain lifestyle. So, like, being someone who's not working through that towards a certain lifestyle is unattractive. I'm a child of immigrants. So, like, all I know is hard work. It's kind of, like, disappointing.
Surely you don't think relationships revolve only around money.
They absolutely shouldn't. But I think both partners should work equally as hard. I think everybody should like match up with their partner in terms of like what you're willing to give and what you're wanting out of life.
What level with me, right?
I'm lovely.
Do you think if you met a multimillionaire that he would look at you and go, I'm ready, it's just her? Or is he going to have his pick of the litter and, you know, do what he does?
Depends. Like, you can be a multimillionaire, also have and be a shitty person and attract nobody. Like, it depends.
But do you think the millionaire is going to give you more time, or the guy who's broke and still building?
Depends. I feel like they have nothing to do with each other. Like, the amount of effort someone's willing to put in and what they make has nothing to do with each other.
What's your age?
I'm 42.
Are you single?
I am.
Has a man ever proposed to you before?
Yeah, I'm divorced.
How long was your marriage?
Total time together, we were like 8 years. So we divorced. I divorced when I was about like 33, 34.
Being with someone for almost a decade, what makes you go, I'm throwing it away?
When we met, I was 25, and the basal needs that I had or thought that I needed weren't the same when I hit my mid-30s, and I realized that he couldn't meet that, and so I thought there was happiness for me elsewhere.
What?
It's all about the money. That's all she did, just described. For some reason, as they get older, if she wanted a guy who was making $50,000 at 25, once she becomes 35, for some reason they all believe they now deserve a six-figure guy. They all believe they deserve a millionaire, and it's all about really lifestyle. because she's thinking at 25, I wasn't able to take all these trips. Because these days, women, it's all about trips, right? Posting on social media, oh, I went to Cancun, I went to Indonesia, and things like that. So at 35, at 45, she thinks she deserves a man who has money, who's going to be financing her lifestyle. And so they always think the grass is greener. So she would easily, quickly divorce you. I'm telling you.
Needs was he meeting at 25 that he couldn't meet at 30?
We weren't necessarily partners. Sometimes I felt like I was on my own for a lot of things. And I felt like when you're married, you shouldn't ever feel like you don't have somebody that's going to walk with you in life on every single aspect. And I felt like there were some things he was going to walk with me on and other things that he was going to leave me just kind of up the creek to do.
Are we talking financial or are we talking about loyalty?
Loyalty. Like, I mean, he wasn't.
She's lying. It's financial. She doesn't want to say financial because it makes them look gold diggers. But I prefer women who are more honest. It's financial. If he was a millionaire, she wouldn't be talking about, oh, I felt like sometimes he was letting me do it on my own. It's about the money.
Like, he wasn't a cheater or anything, but like...
See? He wasn't a cheater or anything, but she's talking about loyalty, but she's talking about, oh, he let me do it all by myself. It was about the money.
Like, there were certain instances where his family sometimes would be really critical of me, and like he would just kind of leave me to fend for myself and not necessarily take my side on certain things.
So you kind of felt like your husband at the time should have been able to defend you against his family.
Yeah, I mean, I protect you, you protect me. It's us against the world. Don't leave the other one behind. No man left behind.
Why even care what they have to think if you have the man of your dreams at the time?
If you're with somebody whose family is really important to them and they don't stand up for you and they let their family kind of come at you, then that's a problem. Your family should not be insulting and making your significant other cry without you stepping in and protecting them. And so if we were thinking about bringing children into this world, it's like, well, if you can't protect me, how are you going to protect children? And that's where I kind of drew the line.
What's your age?
26.
Are you single?
Yes.
Could you see yourself dating a man who worked at Walmart?
She's thick.
No.
Why not?
Why would I date somebody below me? Not below me. Let me rephrase that.
Wow. That's how she feels. I like when they're honest. So for her, she feels like a man who works at Walmart is below her. You guys have seen my titles. Sometimes I write these things and you guys are thinking, oh, she didn't say she's below him. She didn't say, what do you mean? She didn't say it. That's how they feel. For some reason, she was able to communicate exactly how she feels. But I'm telling you guys right now, even when a woman makes the same money as you, the fact that you cannot finance her lifestyle, she's gonna think you're below her. I'm telling you, she's thick, every black man's dream. But trust me, if you don't make the kind of money she believes you should be making and willing to spend it on her, you're below her. If you work at Walmart, you are below her. In her words.
Why, if I work so hard to get to where I'm at, why would I date somebody who hasn't?
So a man who worked at Walmart couldn't take you to the places that you'd want to go?
No. No, absolutely not.
What is it about your lifestyle do you think a man at Walmart couldn't do for you?
I like to go shopping. I like to travel. I like to go to nice restaurants. I like to enjoy life. And I feel like if you work at Walmart, you really only have the means to do the necessities.
But let's flip the script, right?
Okay.
Do you think if you were working at Walmart as you are right now, the men watching would look at that and go, oh no, I could never even look her way?
It depends on the man. I feel like
it doesn't depend on anything. She's thick, so I would say 80 to 90% of men would be okay with her. But no man is gonna look at her and who finds her attractive, and then the moment she says she works at Walmart, the man is gonna care. No, because men don't care about things like that when it comes to being attracted to women. It's about, is she gonna be nicer to me? A man will take a woman who works at Walmart any day if she's nicer to him than a woman who owns a big company. Any day. For men, it's all about, is she beautiful? Is she available? And is she nice to me? Like that feminine energy.
Like some men value education, some men look for women who have something going for themselves, and some
Not
men
true.
don't. It really depends on the man. Like if you're talking about very, very wealthy men, then I think that they look for a woman that has an education. But if you're talking about like rich men or like the men who get money in our like generation, then they don't really care.
What's your age?
My age, I'm 30.
Are you single?
Yes.
What problems do you run into the men that you date in Chicago?
I don't date men.
And who do you date?
Hot girls.
Has it always been that way, or is this more of a recent thing?
Depends on how you look at it. I would say always, but yeah.
That means she's dated a guy before. No, could have been a rich guy, could have been in high school, could have been somewhere. Back then, I don't know, because she literally just said it depends how you look at it. She didn't answer the question straight. So which lets me know she has been with guys, or sometimes she messes with guys here and there, because most lesbians know other women are not going to be able to pay their bills unless they get a lesbian. Like, if you guys know the rapper Young M.A., she has money and she likes to pay women's bills, but it's very rare that lesbians pay each other's bills. They usually go 50-50. In fact, that's one thing lesbians complain about, the fact that the women they are in relationships with cannot pay their bills, so they have to come back to dating men so they can find a man to finance their lifestyle.
So at what point in your life did you discover that you didn't like men?
I feel like I always knew, but I grew up in a place where it wasn't okay. So then when I moved to Chicago, it was like, all right, like I'll come out. What's going on?
They're more accepting here in Chicago.
100%.
How were they where you grew up, and where was that?
I grew up in Florida. Not cool with it. They're not cool with it at all.
What were your experiences in the past when you tried dating men, and how did that steer you more towards where you are now?
I typically went for very like feminine men, very gentle, like, I don't know, guys
Told you she has been with men. Told you.
that were around my size. Like, I was like as close as I can get, And then at some point I was like, I had to stop. I had to stop with it.
Did sex have anything to do with it? Or was
Yes.
it more of a mental thing?
I think it's both, really. Like, I just love women. Like, I do. Like, in every, like, inside and out, in every way.
But be honest with me. You meet a guy now who checks your emotional boxes, but he's into women too. Do you think that would make you more open to dating a man again, or no?
No, I don't. I just don't. I don't look at men like that. You know what I mean? Like they're just, you guys just like there. I don't know. I don't really like look at men like that at all. I don't even really talk to men like that.
Got it.
Like, I work with them. They're coworkers and stuff like that. You know
They're
what I mean?
NPCs.
NPC, exactly. Men are like NPCs to me.
Hey guys, how long have you been together?
We've been together for a while, but
9 years together, 8 years married.
yeah.
8 years married.
Yeah.
How do you keep a relationship together that long?
We just
Honestly,
fight and understand each other.
So who would you say starts more arguments between the two?
The woman.
Okay,
It's obvious. It's obvious. Unless it's very hard, but most arguments, most naggings, like most petty reasons for fights in relationships, it's always gonna be the woman. I'm sorry. Because men, we don't like to argue. Like, we just want to be on our PlayStations or on games, just watch a movie, just chill, laid back. Like, men don't want to be in the rah, but women like it because it drives emotions. And then if you fall into it, then she's going to call you toxic.
women have different angle, like we should think things different.
But do you think if he was starting the same amount of arguments that you start with him, that this would still be a relationship?
If you love your partner that much, you will put yourself out there, try to understand his angle.
Okay, so the main thing about arguments is you're trying to get the other partner to understand you, right? When you try to get them to understand you, you have to communicate and you have to say it in a way that they can understand. And sometimes that's very hard because you have your views, they have their views.
Yes.
As a guy, it's different. As a girl, it's different.
Okay, it's hard, but as a partner, you want to work it out. So, for example, from my angle, right?
Yes.
Let's say number 6. right? Sometimes the same number, but from my angle is number 6. Even right now it's number 6, but from your angle it's number 9.
So would you say that it's true that women are more emotional and men come from a place of logic?
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
Woman.
Okay, she knows. She's up to game because some women swear for God that some men are as emotional as they are. Now we all have emotions, but I think men try to, just not show off all the emotions because people have their issues. If we all go wearing our emotions on our sleeves, that's gonna be chaotic.
Way more angle, but the thing when you in a relationship, for example, now I write out my hand, right? I write number 6 from my angle, but will be number 9 from your angle. So it's the same problem, but we have 2 different angles to think. So the bad thing is you have to like work with each other to figure out that.
Quick question for you. What's one thing you wish men actually understood about dating you?
Oh, wow, that's so crazy. I just got into it with my boyfriend right now. I hope this airs. What got me mad right now was that a woman just came up and he's like, oh, this is the homie Bree. You see, that's where you just messed up because I'm not a homie. I'm your girlfriend. I'm almost 11 years. So.
Wow. You his homie in front of just a random girl?
A girl that he worked with or knew. So, and that's what got me mad.
So that means she's been in a relationship with herself. Because most men want to show off their women. Most men want to talk about, oh, this is my woman. Meet my woman. Meet my wife, meet my girlfriend. He called her homie, which lets me know, I mean, she's conventionally attractive, but homie is crazy. Maybe there's something wrong with him, I'm going to be honest.
How does that make you feel about your relationship with him?
I don't know. It makes me a little confused. So that's why I'm just walking away rather than blowing up on him. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go take my space and go walk away. We'll go talk about it, at a different time where I'm more calm about it. So.
And she's introduced you as his girlfriend several times before?
Yeah, other people saw that right there. And his friends were there. And I just looked at them and they're like, I know. And I was just like, I was like, I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to go do my own thing right now.
Does that make you question the type of relationship he has with that woman?
No, because I never, he doesn't even know her name. He was just like, oh, hey, what's up? It was and he was actually taking her to, an exhibit over here that she's familiar with. So they so happened to be walking that way. So he's introduced me other times, but it just rubbed me off the wrong way.
And how old are you?
I'm 28.
And how old is he?
29.
So what's your plan going forward with him?
My dad just passed away a couple weeks ago, so that's just making me kind of reevaluate everything now in my life. So now I'm just taking things step by step, and let's see what the conversation ends up today.
Would you date?
Chances are she may leave him. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, that was crazy. I know, guys. I'm going to hold us accountable also. But if you've been with a woman for 11 years and you introduce her as your homie, now obviously I don't know his side of the story because all the time women like to tell their side of the story and we never hear the guy's side of the story. But if it's true that they've been together for 11 years and he's introducing her as the homie, something is fishy about the whole thing. So my prediction is she may start doing her own thing on the side if she hasn't been doing it already. But chances are that relationship is over. What do you guys think? I'm not going to finish the video, so I'm going to put the link down below. Go to the Desirable Truth channel and finish it. All right. Next, we have Lapif. You guys like when I review Lapif. You guys just love Lapif, and so I'm gonna give you what you guys want. So shout out to Lapif, shout out to Darwin, shout out to Sweeney, Lady Di, this just partly, they are just partly on. Shout out to Trev. All right, so without further ado, let's go.
Qualities make someone high value in today's market.
Hold on, my volume is down. All right, let's do that one more time.
What qualities make someone high value in today's market?
I would say in today's market, unfortunately, it's just being hot. Yeah, I mean, everything's starting on the internet. So you don't get that swipe right on Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, unless you look good. I mean, that's why you see women investing in apps like Facetune, all the editing, like the catfishing apps. They're doing it because it works. So unfortunately, that's kind of the market today. So yeah, good pictures, good lighting. You're not going to get in the door. I'm getting my steps in. So, being in shape. I think that's the most effective thing. Unfortunately, I wish it was character, but I just don't. That's not what I see.
Damn. Anybody want to go after that or respond to that?
I think for women, well, for women, it's mainly beauty when it comes to men, right? But for a man, she may not find you as attractive physically, but if you got a nice car or something, or you're in a good setting, or you're the owner of the company, then she may look at you different. But from men to women, it's always going to be their beauty.
I was gonna say, oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I actually agree with that. Especially for men, we visual. So the thing has to pique our interest and grab our attention. And if our attention not grabbed, it's no real option to get to the personality.
Facts.
Like you can have a bomb ass personality, but if I'm not physically attracted to you, it's going to be extremely difficult to carry on a relationship because my body has to continuously have a physical response to yours. And it kind of put us at a disadvantage if people don't understand that about us. And they like, oh, you just need to take me as I am, take me as I am. I literally just can't because I have to be attracted. So even using those apps, I think it put the women in a worse situation because if the man has an expectation and it's not that, it's worse than if he, because then he could feel deceived. Like I was expecting this, that, and the third. We built a relationship off of this, and now you show up as somebody else. Like that's
Do you know what the challenge is though? If she's like, okay, if she's an 8 on the app but a 6 in real life, a lot of times the guys will still bang her. And then what happens is, she got into the door, and sometimes now she can show her personality. That's the challenge. The reason women catfish is because it works. Women don't do anything that doesn't like get them the attention, like extra attention. I'm not saying it's good, right? I'm just saying that's what I've seen happen.
That's true, to an extent, because I believe personally most men would rather be with a woman who they consider a 6 out of 10, who's nice to them, nice personality, kind, feminine, over a woman who's like a 10 or a 9 out of 10, who's mean, right? I know guys like beauty, but I think most men would rather a woman who's not as attractive but nicer to them long term. Now, in the short term, they would choose the more beautiful, more attractive woman.
What
Yeah,
exactly
I don't think
is it that
that's
drops the 8 online down to the 6 in real life? Like, what are
Yeah,
we saying
yeah.
that what are we saying that the app does, or that the
Filters.
or
Yeah.
or like even the filters?
Filters.
Because
Makeup.
at
Yeah.
most, what I noticed at most is like a person that's using a filter is going to do something like clear their skin a little bit more, because everybody has textured skin, right?
Mhm.
So let's say like you have larger pores, not that you have like acne, but just larger pores, or maybe like less full lips. It's the same thing that you're going to do with your makeup, to use a blurring primer and a good foundation to minimize your pores, and then overline your lips. So I guess what I'm trying to ask is, like, those things can then be intertwined into your real life. So what is it that the men are seeing that literally is saying, oh, she was an 8 when I looked at the picture. Now the picture doesn't look the same. Are we saying it's like something
The
drastic?
I think
yeah. So
There's more things.
I'm gonna
There's
tell you
there's a few
I'm gonna
more
tell you from
things.
what a few guys have told me who met women off the app. Women will show these neck ups,
yeah, they
and
look
then
angled.
when they see her, she about this big.
Okay, so like
Mhm.
it's a weight thing. I thought y'all were saying face
But
wise, because I'm like,
But
that's
sometimes it's
Well,
the
some
face
some
too, G. Sometimes it's the face too, because it's certain filters that totally change your face. They could change your skin complexion, right? They'll make you lighter. They can make your eyes look different, more narrow. They can change your nose. It's even like playing with the filters on Instagram. They'll change and contour your face. And then when you actually meet the person, they look totally different, right? Or they don't look anything like any of the pictures that they have.
well, and women are super visual now too, to be fair. Like
Yeah. Well,
like
because of social
women
media.
no, not even that.
Too.
We can make our own money now. So like society's kind of taking care of money, so women don't need it as much. That's why you see more sugar babies and stuff, because women get the money from them and then go have sex with the hot guys. I see feminism personally as just a strategy from women to have sex with hot guys. They're like, we
Can
are
you
gonna.
say that one more time? Because
Yeah,
I feel like I said
yeah,
that shit 3 weeks ago and nobody believed me.
yeah,
Everybody said that the older man
yeah.
with the money was still the prize, but no, he's just the sugar daddy that gives the money, and then the girl gets the money
I
and
totally
she
agree. I
sleeps with a
totally
younger
agree.
man still, right?
No, I totally agree because especially the Gen Z women, like they're able to monetize so easily. Like Gen Z women have like you have the sugar dating sites out in the open now. But yeah, I see feminism. I mean, women were only meant to reproduce with like 10-20% of men. Like that's how it's always been. We implement monogamy and now women are forced to, be with men they don't really like. And the reason we see that they didn't like them is because the first second women got the chance to leave, they did. Unfortunately, this isn't a good thing. I'm just saying how it is. And so what I see now is women want to make their own money so they can have sex with the guys that they like. And that's what you see shown in a lot of female movies, right? Like you see Titanic. She's leaving the guy with the money to go to the broke guy on the bottom of the ship. She just wanted Leonardo DiCaprio. So
Yeah, but they don't want to leave to be with a broke guy long term. So they will be with a broke guy because he's tall, he gives them good dick, good sex, and things like that. But they don't want to be with him long term because he has no long term security provision. So personally, I believe they have provision and security at the top of the hierarchy. So whatever they do, unless they got their own money, and they don't mind spending it on the on the broke guy, they will always put the provision or the guy who provides first, or they will even stay with him long term. They will even get married to him, but they will cheat with a trainer on the side. They will cheat with a massage therapist on the side. They will cheat with whatever the guy does for them at work. Those kind of guys, right? So yes, they cheat with the broke guys. They like the broke guys, but only if they find those guys attractive. But usually it's just the attraction doesn't last forever. Like no woman has ever stayed with a man forever and ever and ever only because he's tall and handsome and gives out good dick, but he's broke. It's never long term. That's my belief. So yeah, in the short term, they may cheat with him and things like that. They may cheat on the rich guy with the broke guy because he has good sex and he's tall and things like that. But long term, they would rather be with a rich guy.
that kind of speaks to female psychology because women love that movie.
Well, I do gotta
yeah.
say, Pearl, for you having previously having a wife school, I would have thought you would have spoke on what makes a woman high value from one who was looking for marriage, not one who was looking to get bust down. Because it sounds like what you was talking about.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, I mean, there are characteristics, but what comes first now in 2025? Sex or relationships? The sex tends to come first. Sorry, I'm on a panel. I'm on a panel. Sorry.
I get kind of confused on a lot of times we're talking about marriage, right? And the thing is everybody up here kind of simultaneously agreed that that's not what's going on in this day and age. So it's almost like we're talking about outdated topics. We're trying to push like a certain narrative, and I'm not saying that the narrative is wrong because morally is the narrative right? Yes. But we're talking about an outdated narrative that nobody in their 20s gives a damn about. They give a damn about what I've been saying the entire time, which is a girl wants the check, a man wants the coochie. Nobody gives a damn about a ring. I don't like, so like, how are we going to keep acting like something is this
Well,
up
let
and
me ask you
coming
this.
thing
Are you
when it's
married?
outdated?
Are you married?
Yeah,
When did you
I
get married?
am.
When did you get married?
4 years ago.
How is it outdated then?
Because it's not, because y'all always say we talk about the majority, not the minority.
Is anybody on the
because
Why doesn't that apply
yeah,
to that?
yeah, so because I actually agree with her because modern marriage is cosplay. right? It's not real marriage because, like, why is the woman in white? None of the women are virgins anymore. They're what? Yeah, so it's cosplay. So, you know, I should have. Maybe you guys haven't seen my content in a while. I'm black pilled now. I've accepted the reality of society. So, yeah, I'm officially black pilled. Women abort the kids.
It don't get no lower than that.
Yeah.
Um, to answer our question, the reason, you know, marriage is down or people don't want to get married anymore, I'm going to say this. I believe men respond to what women put out there. Because women don't demand marriage anymore, they only demand the money. So they put the money before the, you know, the relationship, before the marriage. They'll put money and sex above relationship and marriage. They don't show commitment to marriage. So men are like, you know what? If that's what women want, we might as well do it. That's why even when women ask men to take them on expensive dinner dates, $500 dinner dates and things like that, some women, men who can do it, win. So the men who have the money and don't mind to spend it still do it. Obviously, the men who can do it either will get on the plane to go to Colombia, to Brazil. If not, they just won't date. But for when it comes to dating, men literally respond to what women do or they say. Obviously, not too much what they say, but mostly what they respond to. So if tomorrow women walk up and they said, "Hey, listen, we are not going on dates with men who don't want marriage," and they put certain prerequisites for men to show that they want marriage, most men will fall in line. So whatever men do, it's a response to what women do. So until women put marriage on a pedestal and marriage as a priority, men are gonna give up on marriage or even trying to marry them.
Yeah, you know,
Like
I want to, yeah.
the issues that are happening right now aren't what we're even talking about. We're talking about like a demographic of people that is the minority. So I'm not understanding how like we're saying it like that's the majority and it's not. I'm in the minority. I acknowledge that all the time.
Well, the
So
problem
who
with
are
what
we
you're saying,
pushing it to?
the problem with what you were saying that you're calling married people, or you calling married people the minority based off of, okay, they're in a marriage, or most people are not married. Well, what is the actual outcome? What is the outcome that
divorce? That's the actual outcome.
Oh my
It's
God,
like,
you
yeah,
read my
most.
mind.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
well,
most.
okay, let me rephrase it. What is the desired outcome?
Well, women don't desire marriage. We don't. I mean,
That's true.
52% of men under 30 said that they wanted to be married, where only 22% of women did. So, if anything,
That's true. And that's what I just said. Like, until women put marriage as a priority, men will fall in line. Because everything men do when it comes to dating and relationships, they respond to what women say they want or what women do. Even the whole thing of nice guys versus bad boys. Once a man has been a nice guy for so long and he sees it doesn't work and women respond to being a bad boy, most men will become bad boys. Like a guy can be a nice guy for his entire lifetime until it clicks like, oh shit, okay, women like bad boys, and then the man will switch. So whatever men do in dating and relationships, they're literally responding to what women say they want or what women respond to. All right, so what do you guys think about that? Link down below to Lapif. All right, next, let's go to this news story, man. A man life was ended when he tried to help a stranger, a woman. He tried to be a captain to protect a random woman, and his life ended. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
First here at 4, that we have a Fox 5 exclusive. Fighting through tears, a Maryland mother making an emotional plea, demanding justice for her son after he was fatally shot overnight outside a D.C. hotel.
And new details emerging this evening about the circumstances that led up to that shooting and his heroic efforts to protect those from the gunman. Fox 5's Tisha Lewis joining us live from Riverdale tonight with more. Tisha?
You can see the cluster of cars behind me over my right shoulder. Family from all over coming to the victim's family's home. The family members telling us and identifying the victim as 28-year-old Akeem Torre. They tell us he leaves behind a younger sister and also his mother. They also tell us that his father passed away a couple of years ago. They go on to say he likely never saw the bullet coming.
So I have the mom here, of course, and, you know, she lost the dad a long time ago. So Akeem has been the man of the house, you know, taking care of his mother and his little sister. And he's a really good guy.
Yeah. Justice for my son.
And they took away
justice for my son.
so important to this family. Somebody that is like the head help of this family, is the leader of this family.
Justice for my son. Those are really the only words Felinda Peters-John could manage to get out less than 24 hours after she says her son, Akeem Torre, was fatally shot on New Jersey Avenue Northwest last night. In fact, they say he died saving a complete stranger from harm's way. Family members say Torre stepped in to protect a woman who was a stranger before being shot outside the Yotel Hotel. The shooting reportedly took place in a parking garage. Family members say Torre worked in the IT field and was working to develop new apps. By Monday morning and afternoon, the family members poured into the family's home in Riverdale. We're told the family is from Sierra Leone in southern Africa.
Guys, this is why you don't try to be a captain. This is why the whole protect women and things like that, guys, you have to be very, 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 very careful. Unless the woman is your sister, unless the woman is your mom, unless it's your wife, girlfriend, like, you just can't protect random people, because people will lose. Some people have nothing to lose. Because now the guy is gone. Now the mom is alone. They already lost the dad only because he was trying to protect a random woman. Some of you guys try to get into issues that have nothing to do with you. If you really want to help, call 911. If you really believe you want to protect random women that you know nothing about, call 911. Now the mother has no son left because the son was trying to be a good guy, a nice guy, to protect a random woman he doesn't know about. Like, this is why men, like, when you hear black women talk about, oh, black men don't protect us, this is why men shouldn't just randomly protect people they don't know. Because now, who cares for the mom now? Do you think the woman she was trying to protect is going to get $2 million and give it to the mom? No. In fact, sometimes you guys have tried to protect women that you see fighting with a guy, with a boyfriend. Then you try to get into the situation to protect the woman, and then the guy will take your life. And then the same night, the woman will go back to the guy and he'll be clapping cheeks. But you're dead. But for them, they go on to live their life. This is sad.
This is how he was raised. As you see, all the women, we were raised to respect women and fight for women.
Okay, then now what? He was raised to respect and protect women. Now what? What has he gained from protecting random women? Death? He had his own life to live. Now you're crying. Like, no one should lose their life for another person for no good reason. If you really want to protect someone, call the police. Get your phone out, record, call the police, record the whole encounter, but don't get into issues that have nothing to do with you. Because some people have nothing to lose. Some people are crazy out here. Like, if you really believe you want to help, call the police. Now she's crying because they taught him how to protect women. Okay, now if you raised him to lose his life for protecting strangers, you shouldn't be crying.
He was such a good guy. We're talking about someone who he was
such a good guy.
He was a project manager. He was really trying to build an app, taking all these courses. He didn't deserve it.
Such a nice
so
guy.
Sad, Tisha.
Nice guy.
What information do we know at this hour about a possible suspect?
Well, the suspect was reportedly driving a black sedan, potentially a black Honda. The suspect description is vague. He's being described as a man with dreadlocks, was wearing a white T-shirt and shorts at the time of the shooting.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna catch that guy. But guys, please don't try to protect random people. Call the police. Now the guy's life is gone. With all the plans he had, he probably has his own kids. So the kids lose a dad because instead of trying to protect his own kids, he's protecting random people. Like guys, we gotta be serious. Like I don't care about this whole protect women. If you really want to protect women, call the police to protect them. Because you got your protect your own mom, your own sister, your own kids, like immediate family members, right? Because people will kill you right away. They don't care. Because I can guarantee you, if the woman he was trying to protect was in a relationship with that same man, she's never gonna come out and say, "Oh, I know who killed him. This is the guy who killed him." No, she's just gonna go on with him. Same night, he's gonna clap cheeks. Like she doesn't care. Guys, we gotta do better, man. You gotta think about your immediate family members before you try to protect a random stranger. All right. All right. Next, we're gonna go to. Hold on. I don't like the sound. Hold on, guys. Hold on. There's so much noise in my background. I'm back. We're gonna go to Kendra G. So let's go.
I do HR.
HR. Do you have any kids?
No kids.
No kids. Have you ever been married?
I have. I'm divorced.
When did you get divorced?
Oh, like 10 years ago.
Oh, okay. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Capricorn, the goat.
All right, let's do it. We got Sasha, DMV area. Oh, what's your Sasha, DMV area, 43, Capricorn, works in HR, no kids, has been divorced for over 10 years. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Girl, I'm looking for a good man, Savannah. So, I definitely want someone age appropriate. Someone who is career oriented, who loves the Lord, who loves God. You know, I know everybody say that, but I definitely want that too. Family oriented, and someone who I could just have some fun with.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Liars, cheaters, smokers, baby daddies, you know. Yeah. Yeah. Damn. I don't want none of them.
None of that. Okay.
None of that.
Should he look a certain way?
He needs to be fine, shit, because I mean, you know, I'm right. So
he got to be fine, she said. Okay. What about money? Should he make a certain amount of money?
He shouldn't be broke, but you know, living in the DMV, it is kind of expensive. So I would say maybe about 80,000 a year.
80K is the minimum.
I mean, if he's a millionaire, then yeah, that works too.
We went from 80K to a millionaire.
That's crazy.
I'm not saying
That's what she really wants. She said 80K trying to be nice. But the truth is, any man who makes less than $100,000, these women think those guys are below them. That is the truth. Her true colors came out until Kendra, had to talk about it. But the truth is, if she could get a millionaire, she could get a millionaire. So this doesn't surprise me. This could be the reasons why she divorced her ex-husband, which tells me it was probably a money issue. Because how can you go from 80,000 to $1 million? That's a big, huge difference. The truth is, she wants a millionaire, but clearly she hasn't been able to get one.
That's a requirement. But I'm just saying, it'd be nice. Why not?
Okay, so 80K is the bare minimum.
80K. I think that's a good start for this area.
A
So yes.
good start.
Okay, so
A good start. Yo, guys, it's crazy out here. 80,000 is a good start, which means if you make 80K, she's gonna be putting you on pressure to try to make more. And ask yourself, why does she want me to make more? Why isn't 80,000 enough? Maybe because she wants you to pay for her 3 trips a year to Dubai. Maybe because she wants you to take her shopping all the time. So you as a man, you have to ask yourself, am I comfortable making 80,000 for myself? Or would I rather have a woman like her to put me on pressure to try to make 100,000 or 150,000 to spend on her? Those are two choices you have.
80K is a good start for this area. But hey, if you between 80K and a million, why not?
That part. Holla.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Kim.
Oh, okay. Oh, jeez. Y'all can see me?
Can we see? We can see you. We can see you, girl. Sasha, when was your last relationship?
I just actually stopped dating somebody a few weeks ago. We dated only for about 3 months.
Okay.
So yeah.
Did you see the last guy, Ryan?
I did. He was cute. He was Jersey City. Hey, Jersey City. Hey, Ryan. I'm on the app too. Holla at me.
They keep saying Ryan. But not for nothing. They always do that when the person comes on next. But you might got first dibs. So Ryan, if you still watching, she gotta give Ryan your wave.
Ryan, I'm not 34. I'm 43. We gotta flip the numbers, but I'm still younger, so.
Yeah.
Ryan, 40.
Yeah, Ryan doesn't want older women, so I don't know if she has a chance. Ryan makes his good money and definitely wants women who are younger.
6 Leo, Jersey City. No kids, never married, teaches financial education.
Yes,
Let's
ma'am.
do it. What kind of woman are you looking for?
I'm looking for someone who understands the value of mutual support. I like to give. My folks are from the South. I'm from Detroit, but my folks are from the South, so we like to give. My whole family is about that type of giving and supporting others. I want that same thing in reciprocation in return. Uh, I'm pretty much financially stable, so I'm definitely not looking. If they want to work, that's fine. If they don't, that's fine as well. But someone who understands that they want to affectionate, feminine, who understands accountability, loyal, nurturing. She has goals. I want to feed into her purpose and goals in life as well. If she loves God, that's the main thing. I love God. I'm a Jesus man myself. I love me some Jesus. And I'd love to see if we can just live our purpose together.
Okay.
With feminine and accountability, he canceled out 95% of all women. Now, regardless, because he makes good money, they're going to try to shoot their shot. But the fact that he mentioned femininity and accountability, he canceled out 95% of women.
You a God-fearing man.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
What's your favorite Bible verse?
Oh man, 1 John 3:18. Our love must not be a thing of words and fine talk. It must be a thing of action and sincerity.
Oh, he was ready. Okay. I like the way you did that. Okay. She's still younger than you, Ryan. Okay. You don't have to answer. I think I asked you your last relationship. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
It's been over a year.
Over a year. Okay.
Yeah, it's been some time.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
I can be very impatient at times. So I know that's not, always the best thing. I can also be a bit judgmental at times. And I have zero tolerance. Like if somebody is with the BS, I block quick and I'm just like deuces. I have no tolerance for it. So
That tells me she's controlling. That tells me she's very masculine. She's gonna try to tell the guy what to do. You're gonna tell her, baby, let's go left. She's gonna be like, no, let's go right. You're gonna try to tell her to make a sandwich. She's gonna be like, you can't tell me what to do. You're not the boss of me. So it's gonna be that kind of energy. But she wants a millionaire to be able to put up with that BS. So it tells me why at 43 she's still looking for that kind of millionaire. because I don't think they want her.
Impatience, I guess.
Impatience, you guys. Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I'm cute, I'm funny, I have a nice personality, I'm outgoing, and I got some good stuff. So, some yes.
Man.
So was that a message relayed or your self-proclaimed?
I mean, that's what I've been told by the selected few.
So
That's a lie.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Select few. All right. So we got Sasha, DMV, 43, Capricorn, works in HR, no kids, divorced, make at least 80K to $1 million is the range. All right, she's on the okay. The guy have
Now she does look good. I'm not gonna lie. I like her smile. I like her energy. But this is the energy on the camera. We would need to interview her ex-boyfriends to tell us exactly how they experienced her in the relationships. Because trust me, she may do all the smiling on the camera, but behind closed doors, she might be your worst nightmare. But anyway, shout out to Kendra, link down below. All right, next we're gonna go to this TikTok of a black woman saying black men hate black women. So without further ado, let's go.
I know I'm about to piss a lot of y'all off, and I really don't even care. Why is it that a pretty African American woman biggest haters always African American men? What's up, y'all? Are y'all not fed at home? Do y'all not like y'all wives that y'all married? Is that what it is? Like, why is African American men always being our biggest hater? Like, I can only speak from my personal experience now, and I don't got no problem with African American men or women. But why are y'all always being a hater? I'm in Jiffy Lube. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna just oil change. The man like 124. I'm like, oh my God, 124, that's crazy, right? You know. And the guy behind me, a Hispanic guy, saying for context, he was all
All right,
like,
guys, I'm gonna replay it.
oh,
It's
what's
kind
the
of low.
issue? You
Hold
having
on.
a problem with your
I'm gonna replay it, guys. I'm gonna replay it. It's kind of low. It's kind of low. Give me a second. I'm gonna increase the volume real quick. 38. Let's make it 50. I should do the job. All right, ready? Let's go.
I know I'm about to piss a lot of y'all off, and I really don't even care. Why is it that a pretty African American woman biggest haters always African American men? What's up, y'all? Are y'all not fed at home? Do y'all not like y'all wives that y'all married? Is that what it is? Like, why is African American men always being our biggest hater? Like, I can only speak from my personal experience now, and I don't got no problem with African American men or women. But why are y'all always being a hater? I'm in Jiffy Lube. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna just oil change. The man like 124. I'm like, oh my God, 124, that's crazy, right? You know. And the guy behind me, a Hispanic guy, saying for context, he was all like, oh, what's the issue? You having a problem with your oil change? I was like, well, he told me it was 125. I wasn't expecting that. And he was like, I'll pay for you, no problem. I'm like, okay, thank you so much. And the African American man that worked there, the boss or whatever, he just like staring at me, and the other guy like, hey, is she ready? And he like, nah, I'm waiting on her to get through doing whatever she's doing with him. Like, why is this your business? Like, literally standing in front of us, hovering over us, like just standing there staring at us, waiting it. Like, what? Why? Go back around wherever you were. Like, that doesn't even make any sense. Go back around where you were until I'm done talking to this gentleman. Like, why are you all in our face? And I'm like mad, hater. Then I walk up to get ready and pay, his breath stinking, and it's just like, you're just an angry individual. And I'm not. I'm positive. I exude positivity. I look absolutely beautiful. Like, y'all be mad at y'all jobs, y'all be mad at y'all women, y'all be mad at y'all life.
There is nothing positive about this woman. Now, let me take that back. She has nice glowing skin, nice chocolate skin, but I have a very hard time taking a woman with chest tattoos seriously. Like, those are the first red flags I saw. Because something about a woman with chest tattoos is she's gonna find every chance to show them off. And in the midst of showing them off, she's gonna have to show cleavage. So for me, a red flag, the first red flag on a woman is a chest tattoo. That's number one. Number two, women always like to tell their side of the story, but we never know what the man's side of the story is. So for me, this just sounds like a woman who was holding up the line, or something, or she thinks she's all that. Now, I'm not saying she's a bad looking woman. She's okay. But the way she's talking, you could think she's a 15 out of 10 or something, you know. But at the end of the day, anytime, you know, a black man doesn't shower them with praise, because she's talking about, oh, I'm beautiful and things like that. So anytime they don't get compliments, they don't get men to worship the ground they walk on, they run to the fact that men hate them. No, like, I don't have to hate you just because I'm not giving you the attention that you want.
And when y'all see anybody getting any type of treatment, especially a girl that you know you probably have no type of chance with, that angered you. And it probably angered you more because you feeling like, why is this Hispanic man giving this black girl his money and she just don't use him, or whatever y'all think about it. And it's like, y'all really be irritated when y'all see a man that's not African American helping us out. Y'all hate it, hate it. But when I think about it, y'all hate to see the brothers doing it too. I'm saying y'all mugging and staring and being all in somebody's grill and all in somebody's business because y'all see another African American gentleman buying a lady something at the gas station, or I got it, or, you know, I done went and got gas, African American man in front of me, her gas, whatever gas she gonna get, put it on my, and they, God, she doing that for, oh my God. She don't want his ass, oh my God. Like, y'all got
The
to
chest
chill.
tattoos.
I want us to stick together. Damn. I know.
I hate the chest tattoos so much. Like, there's something about chest tattoos on a lady. It just rubs me the wrong way. But like I told you guys, this is our side of the story, so you have to be very careful. Because if we got the man to tell his side of the story, it will be completely different. But if you are like me, I can already tell it's the fact that she didn't get attention from them. Because she's out here thinking she's God's given gift to earth, but when she doesn't get the attention from black men, because sounds like she got attention from a Latino man, Hispanic man, but she didn't get attention from black men, and now she's calling them angry black men because they didn't give her attention. So that's an issue. Y'all don't give black men any attention. Should we be angry at you because you don't give us attention? You know, you're the angry black women, but now they're trying to turn it into angry black men. But let's go through the comments because you can tell they don't believe I either. First comment says, baby girl, your biggest haters are y'all. Facts. We don't care about lashes. That's true. We don't care about eyebrows, income, or your man. Y'all hate those things about each other. Facts. They compete with each other all the time. Please don't blame all of us because you run into a couple boys who want to put all of us in that category. I don't even believe her. The guy says you were saying a bunch of nothing. Facts. Again, another post about paying for some random woman. Facts. They believe every strange man should just pay for their stuff. It's like, what am I thanking you for? When have you ever bought a man a coffee, a random man, a random black man a coffee? Why am I supposed now to buy you random things and I don't even know you? Right? They, like I told you, they believe every man should give them attention. Then Nate Jordan says, no, he's there to do his job. He told you the price and you was not ready to pay. Instead held him up at the CPU. Yeah, this is what I was saying. I think she was holding up the line. Most guys don't agree, so I'm not surprised. This guy says you literally went to get your oil changed, and interpretation in your brain was, why can't I get somebody to pay for this for me? Facts. They believe random men should protect them, number one. Random men should give them money, number two. Random men should give them compliments, number three. Random men should worship the ground they walk on, number four. But then they believe men should do all those four things, but there's one thing they don't want men to do, is to approach them to ask for their number. So you want me to pay for your gas? You want me to send you random cash app? You want me to give you compliments? You want me to give you attention, to worship you as a stranger? But when it comes to asking for your number, now I'm a creep. Now it's I'm harassing you. Now I shouldn't. You feel me? The double standards. But when men decide, okay, I'm not going to approach you, I'm not going to give you random money, I'm not going to worship the ground you walk on, no random compliments. Now you're saying men hate you? Like, come on, man. You gotta pick a struggle. All right, let's read one more. He says, who else gonna give you all discipline? Every black man you see has black wives, sisters, mothers, nieces, aunties, etc. And we watch you let white supremacy destroy us because you lack discipline to see how they move. But black women never grow the F up to see what the game is. I got over 50-year-old woman telling me, don't come for Meg, the stallion, and bow when I criticize her. Anyway, okay, I didn't understand that. This woman says they want us broken and miserable. No, strangers don't owe you shit. All right. What do you guys think about that? Are black men haters of black women? Should black men just protect random strange women, give them money, worship them, give them compliments? What do you guys think? All right. Next, we're gonna go. I really don't want to cover that. All right, we're gonna go to Ashley. So let's get into it. Oh, hold on. Just give me a second. Hold on. Let's go back here. There you go.
Alrighty, what brings you up tonight?
Well, I mean, I think I need to figure out what more I need to do in my dating life. I feel like I'm so tired of dating. Like I'm 30-ish years old and I've already got my life pretty much established. I was a teen mom. I had two kids I had kids first when I was 15 years old. And my oldest, he's already going to be 17. My daughter, she's going to be 15. Like I am a homeowner. I have a job. I feel like I've already established my life and they're at the age where I can kind of do more. But I don't know. It's just so men these days, and I don't know. I just feel like it's all their fault.
What's all their fault? What do you mean by that?
I just feel like I don't know. I've ran into men that, you know, they make it seem like they want something serious, but I go based off of actions, not words. You know what I mean? And I'm not the type of person to chase a man around or flirt with guys like in public and stuff like that. I really like when guys approach me, and I feel like that doesn't happen a lot. And it's like, I'm not going to approach you. I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I've got everything that I need and I would like a man, you know? I mean, I feel like my kids are at that perfect age. So I just don't know what else I guess I could do.
You know what else you can do? You could maybe try to find out what men want from women. You could also try to find out what men want from a single mom. Because just because you got a job, you got a good house, you got kids, she looks good. I won't lie, but that's not enough for men anymore. You guys always told men they have low standards. Now men have raised their standards. First of all, the reason men are not approaching is because you told men not to approach you. You say you don't want men to talk to you. You don't want men to ask you for your numbers. Men are creepy. Men are stalkers. You blasted men on TikTok. Now men are not approaching. It's going to be your turn, ladies. It's going to be your turn. You told men not to approach and men listened.
I think it's time to level up again, Denise. It's time to level up again.
Like in what? What do you mean? Like in what way? I'm trying to go back to school. I'm focusing on myself.
Looks way. The look.
Look.
We gotta level up and look again.
What do you mean?
¿Cómo se dice level up the look?
I know I'm fat, okay? I see the comments. I need to lose weight. I know that. I know that. Okay. I've got to the point in my life where I love myself, fat, skinny, because I used to be super skinny too. But I feel like if somebody really loves you, they're gonna love you at your ups and your downs.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about being super skinny or Ozempic skinny. But I'm saying
Okay.
taking care of yourself better, So you can't do that. We can't go for walks. We can't lose just a little bit of weight. We can't try.
I exercise. Yes, I exercise. But, I'm also the provider of the house. I am working all the time. And it's not like, I guess economically, it's been hard, girl. It's been hard. So I feel like
Congratulations for being an adult. It's like they want men to praise them and worship the ground they walk on for doing things adults are supposed to do. Yes, you're supposed to pay your bills, right? Yes, you're supposed to take care of your kids. Men do that too, but men don't sit around trying to get validation for being adults. And Ashley is right. Ashley told her lose some weight, but she doesn't like it. And this is a thing. They don't want to do anything to improve themselves to get men. They want men to accept them the way they are. Men are saying no.
I've been trying to focus on my bag so that I could be able to level up. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love to be able to do more. I think it's just I've always put my kids first. I'm not gonna lie. I got time to eat.
Yes, yes. I want you to pour into yourself more. That's what I want you to do. And I want you to level up your look even more.
Like more makeup. I feel like
It has
I've
nothing to
always
do. I
kind of
didn't say
liked to do.
nothing about makeup. I said nothing about makeup. No, no, no. I didn't even say makeup.
Okay, so be clear with me. Say it. Just say it, girl.
I said it. I said you need to be going on walks. You need to have a routine. We need to be wearing brighter colors when you go out.
You feel like that's something that'll have like I guess men approach me more.
Yeah, I know. I know. I know if you lose a little bit more weight, if you wear brighter colors, if you start focusing on you, it will be like a night and day difference. There won't be, oh, where are all the men? No men are approaching me. It will be a night and day difference.
I think the issue is it's not that men are not approaching her. I think it's the kind of men that she wants to be approached by. Cause she's a good looking woman. I know some of you guys in the comments they're gonna say Boogie you're a simp, oh she's ugly, whatever. For me I think she looks good enough for the average guy to approach her. But there are two things at play. Men are tired of approaching because women told them, don't approach us. You're creepy. You know, you scare us. We're scared of you. You're going to hurt us. Don't approach us. Leave us alone. When we're out in the world doing other things, we don't want men to approach us. So men listened. Number two, the kind of she's expecting Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk to approach her. She's not saying the guys at Walmart don't approach me. She's not saying the guy who works at McDonald's doesn't approach me. She expects a certain type of man approaching her, and those guys are not approaching her.
I mean, it's definitely not something that I'm against because whenever it comes to my confidence, I'm pretty confident in myself.
Okay, so Denise, I don't know. Denise, you came up here. This is what you said to me, Denise. You said, Ash, the guys now, they're not taking me serious. I don't want to approach men. I feel like no one's really approaching me. So I'm giving you, just advice outside looking in. I'm not saying you look bad. I'm not saying you're not beautiful. But I'm saying if you want different results, you have to change. You have to do something different if a relationship is something that you want.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
She doesn't care, man. They don't want to do anything to improve to get a man. For some reason, they all believe men should accept them the way they are. But they're not going to accept a man who's not 6 feet. They're not going to accept a man who makes $50,000. They're not going to accept a guy who's overweight. They're not going to accept a guy who's balding. They're not going to accept a guy who doesn't want to improve themselves. But for some reason, they believe men should take them the way they are. I agree. I mean, I really agree with Ashley because most times all she preaches is for women to level up in order to get men who make money. She doesn't tell men. She doesn't tell women to get men who are average. She only tells them to get men who make money for the most part, right? But she's telling the woman, you gotta lose some weight if you want to attract a certain type of man. And she's like, no, I don't care. She does. You can see it in her face. She's not receptive to the message.
All right. All the best, Denise.
Thank you.
You're welcome, beautiful. Bye-bye.
She doesn't care.
There's no way around it. I know it's hard to hear. I know, I know it's very hard to hear. I know weight is such a touchy topic. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I don't know what y'all want me to say. I don't know because the thing is, And
They
this
don't
has
care.
nothing to do with her, but this goes for anyone who comes up here. Even we had a guest from last week. If what you were doing was working, we wouldn't be asking the questions, why
Facts.
doesn't this work? Why aren't they approaching me? Why aren't men coming up to me? Why aren't men approaching? Why do I have to be on dating apps?
Yeah, but I think it's time women started asking themselves even a deeper question beyond why are men not approaching us. I think they need to start asking men, why are you guys not approaching us? Men, I mean, men, for so long, men have been saying, you told us not to approach you. You said you were creepy. You said we don't make enough money. You said you only want rich men to approach you. You say you want a certain guy with a certain height to approach you. If a guy is 5'6", you don't want him to approach you. You only want guys who are 6'5". So, ladies, it's time you listen to the men, right? Until you listen to the men, you're going to be asking yourselves why men are not approaching you. And that's the issue. They don't want to listen to what men have to say. They just want men to take them the way they are. But what do you guys think about that? Link down below to Ashley's channel. All right. Next up, we're going to go to this TikTok. And this lady, some ladies are talking about they now want providers. For so long, women have told men they get their own money, they don't need men. But now, looks like things are changing. The women are saying they want providers now. And we're going to be listening to this lady talking about that same thing. All right. So, hold on.
Hot take, but I don't want to work anymore. God has completely removed that like boss babe mentality from me. I desire nothing more than to be provided for. Now, let me say, if somebody's providing for you, I truly believe though that you are serving them and serving your family. I don't want somebody to just be providing for me and I'm like laying on the couch doing nothing. I want to serve my family if my husband is providing for me. And it's so funny because for so many years I had this like super masculine, like I want to be a boss babe and I want to do all these things, like, and I still enjoy what I do. Like I run I'm a hairstylist, I run a small business and I make content on the side and I love what I do. Like it brings me so much joy to spread the gospel online and I get to make people feel pretty all day. It's like a privilege and an honor to do my job. However, with that being said, I would much rather be cooking and cleaning for my husband and running my kids to soccer practice. If I had to choose one or the other, I'm for sure every time going to choose my husband and my family. That I don't even have yet, but I know that the Lord puts the desire, he knows the desires of our heart because he puts them there. So it's just funny that the Lord will completely change the way that you think.
First thing that made me laugh was the fact that she doesn't have a husband, but she's manifesting one. Do you guys have noticed that all these women believe for some reason God has a special rich husband for all of them? That's all they talk about, manifestation. God has a husband. He's keeping them for me. It's not my time yet. You know, they never talk about if God has made them the perfect woman for that so-called perfect husband. Because I'm always asking myself, why would God bring a bad woman into a good man's life? Why would God want to destroy that man with you? Because you just said that you are not, you're tired of being a boss babe. Not because you are feminine naturally, not because you're going to be submissive naturally, but all because you want a retirement plan. That's another thing I was going to talk about. The majority of these boss babes, independent women, don't need no man. I make my own money. Don't need a nigga for nothing. Blah blah. Don't need men are broken, dusty, right? They they don't want to pay their bills. That doesn't mean they don't want to work. No, they want to keep working, but they want to work and save their money and have a man pay their bills. So she's not going to be in love with you or get married to you because you're such a good guy. You know, she didn't say, I'm ready to have a guy with good character. No, she said, I'm ready for a man who's going to provide for me. So which tells me she's never going to be with you because you're such a nice guy, because you're a guy who's respectful to people with good character. No, she's going to be with you because you're paying her bills, which means the day you lose your job, which means the day you get into a bad car accident and you can't pay her bills, which means the day your money goes down, so you may not lose your job. Maybe your business doesn't make as much money, which means you cannot pay all her bills. Let's say you're covering 100% of her bills, but now you can only manage to pay 80% because your company is not making as much money, and you're like, hey baby, the company is not making as much money as when you first found me, when we first got married. Can you try to pay 20% of the bills? Which means chances are she's gonna leave you. Because when she got you, she met you, she married you because she was under the impression you're always gonna pay 100% of the bills. So it's not because they want a good guy, or they're ready, they're changed, they're ready for to build. No, she wants you already made and willing to pay all her bills. And the moment you can't pay the bills, what do you think is gonna happen? She's gonna leave you. So as a man, so this is why I like to go through these videos, because you guys have to be aware that it's not because, oh, they are changed. It's not because now she's gonna be the feminine, kind, submissive woman who's ready to build with you. No, she's just ready. As long as there's a caveat, she's ready to be a good woman as long as you're gonna provide, because she wants a retirement plan. Because men are okay with working 40, 50 years. Women don't like it that way. She may be okay with it if it's her business and she doesn't have to work just to pay bills. She wants to be able to work, like she said, just because she likes her job and to save her money. But which man is going for this deal? And I hate when they put God into this. I hate when they try to say, oh, God got a man for me. God has my Prince Charming somewhere. It's like God has, I need to find out where God has a storage of all these rich, tall, handsome men. I don't know where God is hiding them, but I need to find the place so I can start charging women money so I can take them to the storage unit, wherever God is hiding those types of men. Because for some reason, like I said, they always use God when it comes to getting what they want. They never use God to talk about God has turned me into a feminine, submissive woman who's going to cook for her husband and who's never going to yell and try to control my husband around and who's never going to get divorced. They don't talk about that part. Let's go through the comments. First comment is maturing is outgrowing boss babe vibes. You see what I mean? It's not maturing is outgrowing being a masculine woman. No, it's maturing is outgrowing a boss babe, which translation means maturing is ready for a man who's going to pay my bills. And then she says, my whole life changed when I let my husband provide and lead me. Translation, my whole life changed when I got tired of working and I told my husband to pay all the bills so I don't have to go to clock in into a job. And then this woman says, so many women are feeling this way, praying this. You see what I mean? When they bring God into this, praying this actually happens. So God is just going to bring some random rich man to pay for your bills now that you have decided, you have realized you don't want to have to work 40 hours for the rest of your life. This one says, baby, I've never wanted to work. Told you. They don't want to actually work. They just want to work just because they want something to do. They don't want to have to work to pay bills. That's the difference. This woman says, all I want is to go to Pilates in my matching Lululemon, go get a coffee, TJ Maxx in my Escalade. Is that too much to ask? Translation, all I want is a rich man who's going to pay all the bills so I can go live my life, my soft girl era, so I don't have to worry about bills and things like that. Crazy. But what do you guys think about that? Anybody has some money to provide for her? She says she's ready to submit. Well, she didn't really say that, but she says she's ready not to work so you can pay her bills. If you're that kind of guy, not a bad looking lady, but I can tell she's probably late 30s, mid 40s, somewhere there. So next, let's go to Kendra G, because this guy came onto her show. He's a tall guy, he's a provider, and women in the comments were going crazy. Women were thirsty for this guy. So without further ado, give me 1 second. I'm gonna get into it. Let me just put this down just a little bit. All right, there you go. All right, let's get into it.
It's not. I mean, I want the light. The light when I say it should be in your face. Not you still put light behind you.
I have a whole studio up there, but I'm just getting back from the gym. But I guess I could have been up in my studio. We have a.
Can you go upstairs? Let's go. Let's get you in the best light. Let's present you to the world right.
Later on, next time, if we could do it here, it'd be perfect.
Okay, Ryan, how old are you?
I'm 46.
46, and where you calling us from?
I'm calling from Jersey City.
Jersey City. Do you have any kids?
No kids.
No kids. Have you ever been married?
Never been married. Engaged once, but never married.
Okay, and what do you do for a living?
I teach financial education for a living, and I'm an author. I was a stock trader at one point for about 6 years. I left that to get back to my people.
Okay. And what's your zodiac sign?
Leo.
Leo. All right. So we have Ryan, 46, Leo, Jersey City. No kids, never married, teaches financial education.
Yes,
Let's
ma'am.
do it. What kind of woman are you looking for?
I'm looking for someone who understands the value of mutual support. I like to give. My folks are from the South. I'm from Detroit, but my folks are from the South, so we like to give. My whole family is about that type of giving and supporting others. I want that same thing in reciprocation in return. I'm pretty much financially stable, so I'm definitely not looking. If they want to work, that's fine. If they don't, that's fine as well. But someone who understands that they want to affectionate, feminine, who understands accountability, loyal, nurturing. She has goals. I want to feed into her purpose and goals in life as well. If she loves God, that's the main thing. I love God. I'm a Jesus man myself. I love me some Jesus.
You guys heard what he said. He said he's a provider, and she doesn't. If she doesn't want to work, she doesn't have to work. That means he's willing to pay 100% of the bills. Just with that statement alone, that's what 99.9% of women want. Especially black women. That's what they all want. So I won't be surprised if they're gonna be thirsty all over him. But then he also mentioned you gotta be able to take accountability and be feminine, which means he canceled out 99%. He canceled out 99% of the women. In one statement, he's like, okay, I can provide for you if you're feminine and accountable. But we know majority of women don't want to be accountable, held accountable, and they're not feminine. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll see.
And I'd love to see if we can just live our purpose together.
Okay, so you a God-fearing man.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
What's your favorite Bible verse?
Oh man, 1 John 3:18. Our love must not be a thing of words and fine talk. It must be a thing of action and sincerity.
Oh, he was ready. He was ready. Okay.
Don't just talk it. You got to be about it. You got to walk.
Okay. What's your deal breakers?
People that are not kind. People that don't have empathy. I see humanity, and it hurts my heart sometimes when I see people getting treated a certain way. If people don't feel that level of empathy towards others, then I can't rock with them. People that are self-centered or narcissistic, people that those are pretty much it. I like to work out. I mean, I try to keep myself in shape. I'm just getting back from the gym. I try to do what I can. If they're trying, that's a beautiful thing. But as long as I see the effort, that's beautiful. I've tried to eat healthy, so if someone's eating unhealthy a lot, then that's like, I don't know. No smoking. I'm not a smoker. I drink every once in a while, but
Okay. She look.
He has pretty okay standards, like normal standards, like most men. But I don't know if majority of women are gonna qualify. No, they're still gonna shoot their shot because he talked about he's willing to provide and protect and pay all the bills, and they can work if they want to. If they don't want to have to work, it's not an issue. He's willing to invest in their eyelash and hair businesses. So regardless of his standards, that most of them they're gonna shoot their shot. But I don't know if they're gonna qualify because he talked about femininity, he's talking about working out, he's talking about accountability. I don't know if they're gonna qualify, man.
The third way.
I like a tall woman. I do like a tall woman, in shape woman.
In shape, see,
she got
in
a
shape.
big smile. That's like oof. A smile in a woman to me is like everything. That's like you see a woman with a smile, it's a wrap, like from the jump. Yeah, and again, yeah, I guess just tall and shape, pretty smile. That's pretty much
Okay.
it.
Should she make a certain amount of money?
No,
He
I'm
doesn't
not
care.
concerned about money.
He's a provider.
You talking to ladies talk. You know the
Yep.
Bible. You ain't worried about her money. What's the age range you want to date?
I mean, even though I'm a Christian, I do believe in Elijah Muhammad, halfway wage plus 7. So if we go down maybe 35 ish around, and if someone came to me, they were 32 and mature, I'll roll with them.
Okay, so 32 is the youngest. What's the oldest?
Well, I would say, I mean, my ex was like 7 years older than me. So if the vibe is right, I would prefer to date younger. But if the vibe is right,
Like
I'll
most
go
men.
older. Definitely not too much older. I would probably say 7 years older might be a little bit out of my league there a little bit. Especially around, I'm 46, so you're getting like 53. Then it's kind of like, I mean, if
Yeah.
they're in shape, a lot of folks at the gym I go to, they 50 something and they working out and they doing their thing. So that's a beautiful thing. So if they're in shape and they're keeping up.
He's trying to be nice. He doesn't want no old women. He doesn't want to be a provider to a 50-year-old woman. That is the truth. That's why he's 46. The first thing he mentioned was 32. That's his ideal age range, but because he doesn't want to piss women off or he doesn't want to get canceled, he's trying to be nice. Or because we know older women don't like it when older men date younger women. So what they try to do is like, yeah, I'm open to it, but you can even see he's dancing around the question. But his ideal woman is a woman who's in her 30s, and that's the first thing he said. But you know, men can't have preferences because he knows if he keeps to his preferences, women are going to attack him.
I go out with somebody who's 50 plus,
Okay,
but I
gotcha.
would prefer younger. I definitely prefer
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so
know.
younger is the preference. Let's see
Yeah.
that Kendra can.
younger. Okay.
You say you
I don't,
just came from the gym, child.
yeah, I just came from the gym, y'all. So I guess this.
We can't see your legs.
Hold on. Let me see here.
He's a big
Let's
guy.
see here.
Okay, are you tall? You seem tall.
I'm 6'3".
Woo, child. He's 6'3". Okay.
The women are gonna be
Questions. We got
dying.
you. You look like a big football player.
Yeah.
They say that. I used to play basketball, but
Oh, it's
I like to
basketball?
lift. I like
Okay.
to lift, so I'm no football.
All right, don't have your head cut off. Ryan, they're telling me to ask you, why are you single?
I'm single because I'm really dedicated to my mission. I know that's kind of a cliche answer, but I work a lot, so my time, I'm traveling most of the time. I'm on the plane half the time. When I say give my life to my people, I really am. I'm always in somebody's prison teaching. I'm always in somebody's homeless shelter in another city, or I just got back from the Urban League before that NAACP, or so I'm always doing something. And I'm always in like going to Columbus next week for the VFW with the veterans. So I'm always doing something mission related. So that's kind of what I'm married to. That's been my family has jokingly said that that's my wife. My wife is my mission. So, but I love teaching financial literacy. So this is what I do all day, every day. And sometimes I guess one of my flaws is I probably put too much into that, where I don't really take a lot of time to. That's one reason why, like years ago, I started working out right after COVID. I said, you know what? I got like 8 deaths from COVID, so I'm gonna really take my time to start working out and take care of myself. That's gonna be for me, right, and not for others. Because I'm always doing something for other people, but working out is for me. So I guess I saw you gonna say, you know what, Ryan, go ahead and jump on the show, see if you can find someone. Because that could be someone you can connect with. You never know.
Yeah, so with everything he said, he's gonna get so many women trying to shoot their shot. He's tall, he's rich, he's okay to provide 100%, pay all their bills, he's okay to invest in their businesses. But that something women don't think about. They think rich guys have so much time to go on trips and do this. As you heard, he's a busy guy. But women want a rich guy who's gonna text them every day, who's gonna text them every minute, who's gonna call them to say good night, who's gonna be on the phone all the time, who's gonna spend time with them, who's gonna take trips with them. But it's like the reason he's rich is because he's busy. But they want everything. They want a rich guy who's gonna pillow talk with them, who's gonna cry on the phone with them, who's gonna tell them stories, who's gonna walk everywhere with them, go on like they can't have it all. But he mentioned key things: feminine and a woman who's accountable. And honestly, with those two things, obviously, and the younger woman who's in shape, with those four things, I think he just canceled out 95% of most women. So good luck to him, but I know women are going to be wanting him. What do you guys think about that? Link down below to Kendra G. All right, next we're gonna go to Anton Daniels as usual. Favorite of the channel. Shout out to Anton Daniels, big inspiration. You guys like when I do his videos, so why not? I'm gonna give you one more. So let's go.
All right, so I was talking to my friend, and he said the reason why men are not marrying women like they used to is because there are no wives left. I said, what are you talking about? There's 100 millions and billions of women. Pick one. He said, no, yeah, there's women and there's hoes out here, but there are no wives left. I was like, what? He's like, you guys don't want to be wives. You guys want the title of a wife, but you do not want to be wives. I will further explain by what he meant by that, but do you guys agree?
Absolutely. Hey, Dollar,
I
and you
agree.
be quiet, fatty. You can't talk. Jay,
Whoa.
Jay,
You
you
better
got to
watch
mute
your
up.
mouth.
Hey,
Ron D first. Ron D, go ahead. I didn't hear anything. I'm sorry. Somebody left.
yeah,
Reason why marriage is declining. Are there no wives left?
they were speaking wife. You couldn't hear it.
I feel like
Just put your hand
that.
down, too.
Wait, let Ron D go first. Y'all, we gotta do one mic because y'all watching each other all out.
I feel like she's telling the truth. Like it ain't a lot of women out here left. Like the ones that's married are married. There's a lot of women that think they're supposed to be married and they don't bring shit to the table. They always talk about what you need to do for me, what I need, everything, just everything. Like I feel like she's telling the truth.
Okay. Just Brittany, you're muted.
Yeah, most women want the wedding. We have heard this statement before. They just want the wedding to put on social media for everyone else, but they don't want to be wives. And also, being a wife is a skill. It's not a thing of I just want to get married. No, it's a skill. Somebody has to teach you. But if you grew up in a single mother household who was never a wife, who's going to teach you how to be a wife? So men are catching up to that and like, you know what? I want a woman who's willing to do their wifely duties, not after the wedding and now they don't want to be a wife.
Austin White had the perfect video that would fit so perfect into this. And we wonder why there's no women or wifeable women, but a lot of that has to do with men. I'm gonna quote him. Charleston White was like, "We get our women, we don't treat them good, we cheat on them, we don't do stuff for them, we complain about them, we do X, Y, and Z." And then you wondering why we got a whole lot of quote unquote hoes and stuff out here because y'all are literally like they're literally becoming y'all. And he was basically saying that some women are a competition to that man and that we're really just exhibiting the same behavior that's being bled into us. So if y'all want more wives, then men have to work toward being better men, better leaders, faithful men, men about something, men about purpose, and then you will. It's crazy that a lot of men talk about it's not a lot of wifeable women. Whole time, sir, you're not even a husband. You don't even exhibit husband qualities. Nothing about you saying
How would you know?
but yeah, you can say what is. So I'm not too sure where to find that particular clip that Charleston White did talk about a similar topic to this, but I think he was head on with it.
When men try to get you better, y'all don't listen. Like I said before, stop wearing wigs, no. Stop wearing lashes, no. Cook better, no. Like men actually want you to get better, man.
Maddie, if your woman came around you looking like
just one second. Men are begging y'all to close your legs. All men in sound are saying, please don't get run through, and you guys know what to do. Y'all literally ignore us. So if you ignore everything we say, why are we putting the blame on men when I tell you do this shit and you say no because my body, my choice, I can do better all by myself? Like it's your fault. You want to. But I think it was legal to.
Jess, I mean, she looks okay. She looks good. I mean, I'll admit I've told her that, but she's the biggest feminist. Even when it's about women, she found a way of blaming men. Oh, but men are not husbands. Okay, we're not talking about men right now. We're talking about our women wives. You know, she didn't even talk about that. You know what? Okay, I agree. Some women are not wives. Maybe we should find a solution. No, she ran to just blame men. But men are not husbands. Okay? Men would be husbands if you didn't require every man to be 6 feet and ask every man to make 6 figures. Maybe just maybe we would want to be husbands. But how can we be husbands? We have to get on our one knee to propose to you. How can I propose to you if you don't show any wifely characteristics? How can I propose to you if you're already showing me you don't want to be a wife? How can I propose to you if you're telling me you don't cook, no, you don't clean because marriage is slavery? How, Jess? How? I get it, you're a feminist, but please just try to be honest for once.
I think in my opinion, I think it starts when we're kids. Like, I think that we're not technically raised to be wives. I think women, when we're little girls, we're taught to what a guy should do for us and what a guy should do for you and treat us like a princess and do this and find a man who's going to treat you like a queen and a wife. But we're not taught to what we need to do for men in order to become wives. I don't think a lot
Facts.
of women are teaching their daughters how to become wives.
And
And I think
wasn't wives.
A lot of them not wives.
Exactly.
And I'm going ahead and even that too. And if we're being honest, like, I'll speak for myself, like, I wasn't taught that growing up. And not that my mom was a horrible mom, she was a single mom, and she didn't teach me what I should do for a man or what would require me to be a wife one day. She didn't teach me that. And my mom passed when I was 18, so I'm navigating through life pretty much by myself, learning as I go. So I've had to do that, and the older that I've gotten, I realize that men are very simple. Men are not like us. We require way more than dudes do. And it's like, once I kind of started realizing, I'm gonna be honest, I was single for a very long time. And once I realized that it was not that hard to actually get a great guy, not just a guy, but a great guy. So it's like, if I have a child, I want to teach my daughter certain things when she's young, because I feel like that matters. Like, a father can teach a girl certain things, but I think it's the mother's duty to teach their daughter what they need to present themselves as trying to be a wife one day. That's
Jess, you see that? This is what you call a woman taking accountability. Jess, the woman above you, Brittany, shout out to Brittany, man. A round of applause. Jess, that is how a woman takes accountability. She agreed that she was not taught how to be a wife, and that's okay. The first step in being a better person is taking accountability, being self-aware that, hey, listen, my mom didn't teach me how to be a wife. Now, RIP to her mom. She said the mom's passed away when she was 18. But if you are not taught to be a wife, Jess, you don't have to blame men. Like, if I was not taught how to be a husband, I'm not going to blame women, because women have nothing to do with me being a husband. It's either I have husband qualities or I don't. So I have to look within and figure out how to learn. Jess, that's how you man, guys, put the fire emojis down below in the comments for Brittany. Shout out to Brittany, man.
Is it wife and husband, or is it marriage values? I think we get so warped up in the gender aspects of wife and husband, we don't introduce the prospects and the importance of marriage and that locked in foundation, and where the teaching of the young girls about the importance of marriage and family, those type of values are already included, and vice versa for men. So men make wives, right? Women can't just marry themselves, and you want to give men the incentive on why they should be seeking marriage and wanting to have wives. So I think it kind of goes both ways. You have to introduce the importance of marriage and family in the first place, and those things will kind of fall through. Otherwise,
Let me say,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, thank you. So look, as a married man, right? I'm married. I've had a girlfriend at the same time. As a guy who wants multiple wives, right? Like everything I do is out and open in public, right? That's what I mean when I say I'm that nigga. That's why I'm not going back and forth with a nigga like Fatty. He's so goddamn.
Do you share her? Do you sit on the corner and watch?
Here's the thing. Like, legitimately, as a young man who is looking for, I'm old, I'm not young. As a man who is looking for multiple, it's like you go out in the place, and you're like, bro, a lot of these women are combative, they're argumentative, they don't cook, they're not complimentary. You know what I'm saying? They're competitive. And to me, I don't even have a problem with a masculine woman. Like to me, when a woman is successful in corporate and she's getting her money, I applaud her because that means that you're not a loser. You know what I'm saying? It means that you've been able to accomplish some shit. Now, most men don't know how to then take that woman and like get her to calm the fuck down and be like, hey baby, like I know you're
Nah, bro. We're not doing that. Men are not trying to handle no women because this gonna go into the whole thing where women say, "Oh, a real man can handle a strong woman." No. Men don't wanna have to handle nothing. Like if a man is already handling the world, fighting the world, he doesn't want to come home to handle a grown adult. He doesn't want to come home to handle a masculine woman. Bro, put that on you, the kingmaker. If you want to handle a masculine woman, if you want to deal with her emotions and going back and forth with you, that's on you. But the majority of men out here are not trying to go back and forth with a masculine woman, teach her how to be nice to him, how to be soft and feminine. No. The same way women don't want to have to teach men how to be providers, don't want to have to teach men how to make money. Men are not trying to deal with masculine women to teach them how to be nice and soft or feminine or submissive. No, we ain't doing that.
like
No.
that in the workplace. But when you with me, when you with daddy, calm that shit down. I got enough
No.
masculinity for the both of us.
You know,
Nah.
you can't turn it out. Like the problem is they don't listen. Like they wear hair on top of their hair.
Facts.
They listen.
They put
no,
no,
that
they
nigga.
don't.
They
Facts.
listen to
Nails
that
on
nigga.
their nails.
I'm telling
They
you, they
put
just don't listen for
they
most
draw
people.
eyebrows on their eyebrows. Bro,
Facts.
they don't know what the fuck they got going on. But
Lashes.
then I tell you they want leadership, and then like go shut the fuck up. It's 7 good women in this planet, bro. They scattered all over like fucking Dragon Balls. Because you got to find them. You got to think, bro. When you just
Facts.
really break it down, like bro, the game's so fucked up right now. I had to tell my wife. I said, bro, if we ever divorce, I'm just gonna reapply as your boyfriend and work our way back up. Because these hoes are trash. They don't listen. You telling me you don't listen?
Facts.
You don't listen.
Facts.
Like we want the idea of marriage,
real.
the duty that it takes to be married. A lot of women don't want to abide by the duty of marriage. It's like
Mhm.
sounds good,
You
looks
want the
good,
game.
but marriage is a duty and it's also a business. So it's like there's a leader in the household when you're married, and nowadays women are the leader in their own household. So stepping into a relationship and trying to get married, they don't know how to shift that power to the man. They still feel like they are in power, and it's not easy. But
because they are.
I actually disagree. The whole thing of I don't know how to be. Yeah, I'm actually even gonna eat my words for a second. You know when women say, "Oh, I've been the leader of my house. I've had to work and pay for my bills. I've had to work and pay for my kids and take care of my kids because there's no man in the house. I'm a single mom, so I do this all by myself. I have to be a boss, so it's tough for me to become feminine." I disagree because how is it that you know what you want in a man? You know you want a provider. You know you have a list of requirements you have for a man, but for some reason you don't know how to be feminine to a man. You don't know how to be submissive to a man. That's why I don't buy that shit. If you can list everything a man should do for you, you should be able to have the same intellect to list everything a man expects from you or everything you're going to do for a man. Because I believe they don't want husbands. They just want men to pay their bills. They want providers. That's all they want.
You know why? This is the thing, right? Let me just say one thing real quick, because they are, and hey, I'm not trying to make this personal. I love y'all, but the fact that Dalen was saying that these women are not ready to get married, and then I click on your IG and his titties popping, ass popping, bending on fours, and all that.
Why? I don't have any. So that's a lie. I can never say what I don't have.
Wait.
I'm about to
Are
go
you
look.
are you sure about that? Are you really sure about that? I just want to make sure about it.
I've been told all my life, Dalen, you have a pancake, not a pound cake. And I think I just started to listen and maybe people
are you? Hey, I'll give you another chance to rebuttal. Are you sure about that?
If I have any ass?
No, like you have
If you
features
butt naked on your
like
Instagram,
banded on. You have pictures banded on fours with ass and titties popping out. You are on the strip club on a stripper pole doing some crazy.
club. I had a pole dancing class and also a yoga aerial arts class. And yes, pole dancing.
But that's great. Like you see, no. But you see what I'm saying? This is like y'all can give us even the bare minimum. A married woman shouldn't be
No,
posting.
because if I was a pole dance instructor or any, I could
So
be.
now that you have a husband and you're not a pole dancer instructor anymore, why not delete the
You don't have a husband. You got a trick.
I think if my man was to propose to me now and he said, you know what, I don't think I want you to be a pole dance instructor because of so much of the politics are around it.
How are you going to be promoted if you don't stop doing it?
Exactly. It's like they want to have all the sexy photos on Instagram. Like, oh my God, this doesn't make sense. Did you guys catch what she said? She said she will, until she gets a husband, she will keep the sexy photos on Instagram. But mom, the so-called potential husband is gonna look at your Instagram before he proposes. Now you're giving him a chance not to propose to you. Because compare, a man finds a woman with Instagram and she doesn't have sexy photos of herself, naked photos of herself on Instagram. And then he has another woman who has sexy photos on Instagram. Which woman is he likely to propose to for marriage? It's probably going to be the woman who doesn't have those sexy photos. But this woman is saying when she finds the husband, when he proposes, then she will delete the photos. But at that time, it's too late. So instead of trying to promote yourself as a wife by putting out the wifely qualities, you're waiting for someone to propose to you so you can start showing that you will be a good wife. That's backwards to me.
If I'm one second. If I'm no, let me ask you a question. If I'm your boyfriend and I'm seeing all these pictures you posting like a single woman, why would I promote you? Why are you waiting for me to propose for you to delete it? Shouldn't you delete it right now?
Because that's your perception. Because you see, I'm not dating the master. I'm not dating the panel. You see, I live in real life. I don't live in virtual reality. There's a difference between pole dancing class and actually being a stripper. Now, if I was a stripper and he was like, hey, you know, I don't think I can be with you because you're a stripper, then that's understandable. But there's a difference between having fun and posting that fun online because he knows who I am and what I am.
No. I know he knows who you are, right? And that's totally fine. That's totally fine. You are not dating me, like you said, right? But if you are like, how are you out of the market? How are you yourself out of the market when you have pictures like these?
Because nothing is showing. Like that's an awful.
Oh my God! Look at this photo, and she's. See, ladies, this is why men just stop complaining about it. This is why men just stop telling you about yourself, because she thinks this photo is okay to put on Instagram because she's single. She thinks men should accept this kind of photo. I hope you guys can see it. It's not as clear, but all she's doing is what most women do on Instagram. You know, the pose where they bend over and like they show their booty. You know, like when a man sees this, he doesn't see a wife. When a man sees this, he sees how can I get to clap them cheeks from the back. That's what most men are gonna see. No man is gonna see this and he says, I can't wait to make this woman my wife. That is the truth. But she's saying this is okay and men should accept this. This is crazy.
Are you serious?
We can away from the topic, Fatty. Let's stick on topic.
That's great.
No, everybody can see my legs.
Why men don't get married? No. This is why the marriage is declining. There's no.
We are cooked.
Let me finish. And
this is your white qualities, Fatty.
No, but you. No, 1 second. And this is light. What I'm saying is that look at the prompt. Reason why marriage are declining, no wives left. Because even women that are married or want to be married are posting like hoes, are talking like hoes, are walking like hoes, and then are saying, why don't I get a husband? The husband that you get that respects this type of shit is the husband that nobody respects. Respectfully. So if you got it, you
complain. If you complain, like I don't, because I don't need to complain because I know when I come out of the house, when I leave the house and I come back, that the lights are on, the bills are paid, the food is in the fridge, I'm getting my cheeks clapped, I'm fine.
You found the stuff.
See? It's all the independent mindset. Everything you just said, oh, I got my bills paid, I got my lights on, I get my cheeks clapped. So why would a man want to marry this kind of woman? And I don't mean to call her out personally because I don't want to do personal attacks, but she just gave us an example of what men have to deal with. She's literally saying, I got my bills paid, I don't need a husband, so I'm going to show my ass on Instagram. And then when men talk about it, they're like, no, you got to accept it. It's like, how come you want me to accept you being sexy on Instagram, but you don't want to accept me making $50,000? Right? Anyway, man, what do you guys think about that? Shout out to Anton Daniels. This was a good show. I hope you guys learned something. It's crazy dating out here. We are cooked. That is the truth. So till next time, peace.